Tips for using the law of attraction in your day-to-day life. You know, many people have talked to me about when they begin to use the law of attraction, they see some success, but at some point maybe they encounter some barriers, some hurdles here and there. And we're going to talk about those. Fear is the number one hurdle that people encounter. When people begin setting their expectations much higher and trying to visualize themselves doing much better in life, this fear can creep up from inside, and it's like the fear of success. It's this idea that, well, that's unknown, and unknown equals scary. So people can feel that even though my situation right now isn't great, I'm comfortable with it because I know it. You know, it's like an old friend who is not a great friend, but I've known them a long time, so I'm comfortable with them. And that's how your life can get to be. It can be something that doesn't serve you very well, but at least you know what it is, there's no surprises. And with change comes surprises. Things are going to be different. The problem with this is, life is change. It simply is. All of us are changing constantly. I mean, if you look at your own body and you think, my body is solid and has always been this way, you're kidding yourself. Because the skin on my hand wasn't there a couple of years ago. It's all new skin. After a few years, every cell in your body is replaced. Change is the one thing in the universe that is constant. That's all there is change. So, becoming comfortable with the idea of change and positive change, progressing, that's what you need to do. Get comfortable with the idea of changing. You know, if you have success using the law of attraction, and you will, don't say, okay, I've had some success, now I can sit back on my laurels and just relax. No. It's when you have some success, then think about success in another area of your life, or expanding your success, or helping other people be successful. Keep pushing the envelope, keep trying to expand and progress what you're doing. Because when you're in that state of mind of trying to change and progress and accepting and embracing change, when you're in that state of mind, you're in the flow of nature. Because what does nature do? You know, if weeds cover half of your front yard, will they stop right there and say, okay, we've got half the front yard, let's just stop? Of course not. They will continue to grow until weeds have covered every area they can possibly cover if you leave them to their own devices. And they do that because that's how nature works. Nature constantly seeks to expand, to grow, to progress. And as a part of nature, that's what you have to do. Because that's who you are. You are nature. And as you seek to expand, progress, and grow in every way, you will be in the flow of things. And you'll see that life will come much easier to you. Now, another stumbling block that people have sometimes is impatience. They get in a good feeling place and they get really good at the idea of holding this and putting out good stuff into the world, and very good at giving and receiving and focusing on what they want, visualizing what it is they're after. But then after a certain point, if they don't see the big results they want, they just go, oh, this crap doesn't work, and forget about it. And the moment you do that, you've just sent a signal out to the universe that this doesn't work for me. And from that moment, if you hold that belief, it won't work for you. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have doubts. You're a human being. You don't have perfect faith in yourself or anything else. No one does. But to the extent that you can hold this idea and have faith in it, regardless of what you see around you in the outside world, the quicker and the more powerful the results are going to be in attracting what you want into your life. But if you send out very mixed messages, if you get in that good, feeling state, and then every other week your faith, withers, and you go, well, okay, last week I felt good about this, but this week I don't know, I don't think this works. And then the next week after that, you're in a good feeling place again. Well, what you're sending the universe is really mixed message, and the results you're getting are likely to be just as mixed. You're going to get the parallel back to you. So you're going to get a very muddled result, if any, right? So faith is really important, and this is a subject that is too vast to go into in a video series like this. But when you start using the law of attraction, decide to go for it, write down a commitment to go for it. Write it in your journal. Write down, I am going for it, and I'm having faith in it, and that's it. And use it in your life. Now sometimes when you visualize things very strongly and you get in a great feeling place about them, and you're just loving them and you just appreciate having them even before you actually have it, when you get in that state, sometimes things will just materialize almost out of the blue. And that may sound nutty, but I've seen it happen. Things will, just strange coincidences will come about. Say you're visualizing a car or a house, something like this, and you're feeling so good about already having it, and occasionally something weird will happen and you'll just have it. You'll inherit it from somebody, or some strange coincidence will cause you to be able to buy a house you thought you could never afford, or something like this. So occasionally it can happen very quickly. So don't put limits on what you want or on how quickly it can come to you. If it wants to come quickly, let it come quickly. Accept it and be grateful for it. The important thing to remember is that you can attract anything at all to you. Size is no object. The scale or the grandeur of it is no object. The universe doesn't know anything about the size or the grandeur of things. It just simply knows what you're focusing on. You can attract anything, but the universe will not take from someone else to give to you. See, that's an important distinction, because that's the old competitive way of looking at things. And the creative sense that the universe operates on, it just doesn't work that way. The universe will not take from someone else to give you what you want. It will create what you want. And if you're focused on something very strongly, sometimes it can just kind of manifest in your life rather quickly. But other times it may take a while. It may take certain things may have to fall in line. You may have to be ready to receive it. It may involve other people. And to the extent that it involves other people, whatever you get in your life will also benefit them. You see what I'm saying? The universe will not give you something that someone else has to their detriment. The deal will be in the best interest of both of you. That's the way that the law of attraction works. It will work it out in a way where it will be good for you and it will be good for the other person. And if that takes a split second, that's what'll happen. And if it takes time, months, it'll take months, whatever it is. At the fundamental level, all of us are unified. We're all part of the same thing. We are all nature, every single one of us. And we all obey the laws of nature, like gravity, like the law of attraction. So we're all the same thing. So that's why the universe will never take from someone else to give to you. It won't favor you, and it won't favor them. It simply gives according to the state you're in. That's the beauty of it. And that's why people that focus on a lot of negative things and invite a lot of negative things into their experience, they see those things manifested in their life. Because the universe doesn't judge. It's just giving you whatever it is that you're dwelling on, whatever it is you're feeling, that's what it's bringing back to you. So when you focus on good things, things that you want, things that make you happy, things that uplift you and help you grow as a person, those things will be attracted to your life. So it's not bad, it's not good, it's just like gravity. It simply is. It doesn't care if you're a convict or a priest or who you are, if you're a good or bad person. It doesn't care about that. It's simply attracting to you what you are feeling.